Protein, moisture, balance? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be covering something that gets talked about a lot when you start researching the curly girl method. But first off, if you're brand new here, hi, my name's Courtney and I'm just enjoying this journey to healthy hair, employing some of the methods and techniques of the curly girl method. And if you would, go ahead and subscribe and click that notification bell, because this will be a very short series here on my channel, two-part series. If you click that notification bell, then you'll be notified when the second part of this video goes up. Also, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up so that I know that this information was helpful to you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. All right, buckle up. There's a lot of information to cover. So what is the protein moisture balance, this nebulous thing that everyone talks about? Well, it really is what it sounds like. It is the balance of moisture and protein in your hair. Now, when you Google the definition of moisture, what it says is the definition of moisture on the internet is the presence of a liquid, usually H2O, in trace amounts. But when you start looking up the definition of moisture as it pertains to beauty and skincare and hair care, people really want to draw a definitive line between the word hydrate and the word moisture. To hydrate something means to add water to it. So to hydrate yourself, you drink water, you don't drink oil. To hydrate your hair, you're going to add water to it. And to moisturize the hair is to help the hair better retain that water. So there's a very distinct line drawn between those two words in the skincare and hair care industry. Now, let's talk a little bit more about this balance of moisture and protein. And to better explain it, I will use this analogy. So hair is made up of about 90% protein. And depending on whether or not you have fine hair or coarse hair will determine kind of that balance that you need. So theoretically, a coarse hair has more protein than a fine hair. A fine hair will require more protein in order to balance it out, and coarser hair theoretically will require more moisture to balance it out. These two things sit on opposing sides of a scale. So if you have fine hair, you're going to have to add lots of protein to your hair to balance it out. If you have coarse hair, you're going to need to add lots of moisture to your hair in order to balance it out. That's a very basic explanation. It's not backed up by any scientific articles that I could find, but these are just the observations I've made from playing around with friends' hair and learning their hair types and my own. All right, so now let's dive into this video. This video, I'm talking all about the moisture side of this equation. I won't be talking about protein too terribly much in this video. That will be in part 2. All right, so here is a picture of my hair when it is moisture deficient. This is actually when my hair was in transition. So there's one example of moisture deficient hair. Also, here is another example of moisture deficient hair. This was actually when I added way too much protein to my hair. You may actually recognize this picture from my 5 factors of frizz video. I talked about protein moisture balance a little bit in that video, but this is the series where I'm really diving in and breaking it down. So those are 2 basic cases in which you would really be wanting to grab some moisture heavy products that are really going to help your hair retain water. So theoretically, if you are starting the Curly Girl method, it is pretty probable that your hair has some sort of damage to it. And typically, damaged hair initially starting the Curly Girl method is craving all the moisture. At some point, your hair will want some protein. But I have noticed more often than not that people who are starting the Curly Girl method don't do well when they use protein heavy products in the beginning. In the beginning of starting the Curly Girl method, I noticed personally, and I've seen my buddies over on the Curly Girl Instagram do a whole lot better. Yes, we have our own Instagram. The whole Curly Girl peoples on Instagram have their own thing. It's awesome. It's a good party. You should come join. Come check out my Instagram, and then you can see who I follow, and then you can go follow all of my friends and see what I'm talking about. But anyway, typically hair in transition requires more moisture because of the years of blow drying on high heat, using flat irons, using curling irons, going to the salon and getting our color altered in some way, shape, form, or fashion, whether we lighten our hair, which is very damaging, or just have our hair colored, which is less damaging, but still a little bit damaging, or even going outside into the elements. Heat, wind, sun can also damage our hair. All of that being said, you are probably going to want to be looking for products that contain lots and lots of good moisturizing ingredients. All right, now let's go ahead and talk about the ingredients in your hair care that you need to be looking for in order to know that the product is going to be very, very moisturizing. And guess what? Most of the Curly Girl approved products that are protein free are very moisturizing. Look for no proteins. If you want to learn what proteins are, you're just going to have to wait for part 2 of the series. But I will go ahead and give you a little hint just in case you are looking for very moisturizing products because your hair is very, very dry. Look for the word hydrolyzed. If it says hydrolyzed, that's usually referring to the fact that the protein's been chopped into smaller pieces in order to be able to be small enough to penetrate into your hair. So if you see the word hydrolyzed, that's a pretty good indicator that there is a protein in the ingredients list in your products. What ingredients are very, very moisturizing to your hair? Well, humectants are very moisturizing to the hair. Now, I'm going to go into a little misconception that has evolved a little bit around glycerin. So I did an entire video discussing how glycerin can be a very beneficial ingredient to your hair and how it can be a little bit tricky. If you're interested in seeing that, go ahead and check it out. The problem with glycerin is that it is an incredibly efficient humectant. It actually has the muscles in order to move water out of your hair and give it to the air. And that's a terrible thing because we are trying desperately to get water to go into and stay in our hair. That's how we get it hydrated, and we keep it moisturized by using ingredients that help your hair retain the water. So if glycerin is pulling the water out of your hair because of dew points, then that's no bueno. Does that mean that if you live in a climate where the dew points aren't conducive to glycerin, you should theoretically avoid all glycerin-derived products, and all humectants because all humectants are therefore bad? No, because not all humectants have the muscles to pull water out of your hair like glycerin does. Glycerin is an incredibly efficient short-chain humectant. Most humectants only have the ability to sit on your hair and grab a water molecule out of the air as it floats by and just hold it to itself. The nature of a humectant is that it attracts water, but most humectants won't be robbing water out of your hair and giving it to the air. Not all of them work that way. So, good examples of humectants are panthenol, aloe, honey, Those are some very good humectants that you would like to see in your hair care. Now, let's talk about fatty alcohols. As curly girls, we avoid sulfates, silicones, and alcohols. Well, we avoid drying alcohols, which are short chain alcohols. Long chain alcohols are actually considered fatty alcohols and can be good moisturizing ingredients to the hair because they act like emollients and help your hair retain water. Examples of these are cetyl alcohol, cetyl alcohol. Usually if it ends in alcohol and it's in your hair care, throw it into the Google and Google will literally tell you if it's a long chain or a short chain alcohol. Long chain equals good, short chain equals bad. Okay? Okay. Some of my favorite ingredients that I have started researching that are hydrating are cationic quaternary ammonium compounds. Basically, this is like the heteromonium chloride, the heteromonium methyl sulfate. These ingredients actually have a slight positive charge, and your hair actually has kind of a negative charge. So these cationic compounds actually stick to your hair and help your hair retain water. So those are some different categories of moisturizing ingredients. Now I'm gonna make it super easy for you and give you a list of products that I find to be very, very moisturizing. These are the kinds of products that I reach for when my hair is in protein overload. When your hair is in protein overload, aka you have used way too much protein in your products and you can actually feel an excess buildup of protein on your hair, these behind me that I've been hiding are the products that I reach for because they contain no protein and lots of moisturizing ingredients. That's how we combat this protein moisture balance. You add too much protein to your hair, add a whole lot of moisture to your hair. Add way too much moisture to your hair, add some protein to your hair. And that's how you keep the balance. But okay, anyway, enough of that. Here's the products that I use. All right, I only knocked stuff down and dropped it like 12 times. It was great. That is only the third time that my battery has died on me while filming this little video, and I have no natural light outside anymore, so yay for that. All right, let's go ahead and jump right into the products that I use when I am really needing some moisture in my hair or protein overloaded. First off, I really love the Anasi Soothing Mint Gentle Sulfate-Free Shampoo. This is one of those products that is incredibly nourishing and hydrating to the hair, yet it's a low poo, it bubbles, it foams, it works great. Another option that is very hydrating but is also a low poo is the Jessie Curl Gentle Lather Shampoo. Good stuff right here. I actually use this on my son on occasion and his hair is so soft afterwards that I will sometimes skip a conditioner on him. Gasp. But no, it's okay because his hair is so moisturized because I'm using this. A protein-free conditioning option with amazing amounts of moisturizing ingredients is the Bounce Curl Cream Conditioner. This conditioner has a very interesting texture. It's kind of like slimy feeling. It's really cool. But amazing slip, amazing hydration. Really love this product. And two more conditioners that are protein-free conditioning options would be these two. Guess what? These also work incredibly well as co-washes. This is the Acure Argan Oil and Pumpkin Mega Moisture Conditioner. I have actually tested both of these out in my Battle of the Co-Washes series, not against each other, but anyway. And this is the Giovanni Tea Tree Triple Treat Conditioner. Fantastic co-wash. It's not the most moisturizing magical unicorn conditioner out there, but it is protein free and I feel that it works so well as a co-wash. So co-wash for even more moisture if your hair doesn't tolerate low poos very well. 2 protein-free leave-in options. This is the Giovanni Direct Leave-In Conditioner. I wind up buying the small little sample size at my local natural grocers because I find that I need so little of this product that it takes me forever to even go through this small little bottle. But the big bottle, my sister has gone through multiples of these in the larger size. She loves it. She's got really long, more coarse 3A, 3B hair. This is the Not Your Mother's Royal Honey something and Desert Melon leave-in. This is incredibly lightweight while also lending good moisture to the hair. So if you have fine hair that's easily weighed down, this would be a really good leave-in option for you that is protein-free. I get asked a lot about which deep conditioners I like and have I tried this deep conditioner and have I tried this one. I've tried a lot of drugstore deep conditioners, high-end deep conditioners, not all of them, just a lot of them. And my favorite, by far, protein-free deep conditioner is this Jessie Curl Deep Conditioning Treatment. It does exactly what it says it should. It does have a lot of kind of heavy oils and butters in it, but I find that it does not weigh down my fine, barely wavy hair, which is very impressive. So I have repurchased this like 4 times now, gone through 4 bottles of this because I lean on it so hard. My favorite way to use this is to clarify, do a rice water rinse, and then apply this afterwards. It's been an amazing product for me. Now let's move on to the fun part, stylers. First off, I'm going to mention the Jessie Curl Spiralicious Gel. I really find this to be fantastic for me in the winter months because it is so moisturizing. Now, some of y'all were really paying attention in my Curly Girl starter kit video, and y'all noticed that this product isn't technically Curly Girl approved because there is a short chain drying alcohol second to last in the ingredients list. Now, I will throw in a quick caveat that nearly all of that drying alcohol has evaporated out during the bottling process. As well as like the mixing and blending of this product. And they didn't necessarily even have to disclose that they put it in there because theoretically all of it has evaporated out, but they went ahead and were honest about having put that in there because that alcohol is used as a solvent for some of the other incredibly moisturizing ingredients in this product. So just know that most of the alcohol has evaporated out, but if you are incredibly strict Curly Girl, then you may want to avoid this product. I personally have used this on my hair a lot and have never ever felt it dry out my hair. I have seen other friends on the Curly Girl Instagrams use this for years, every single time they wash their hair, and their hair never ever gets dried out from this product, even though it contains that teeny-weeny little bit of drying alcohol in there. But guess what? I got you covered. You might want to try the Curl Keeper Original if you don't like the idea of the Jessie Curl Spiralicious. This product does contain some glycerin, so if your hair is incredibly glycerin sensitive, that may be an issue, but this is a very good gel option. Moisturizing, good ingredients, good for your hair. If you need a really moisturizing, really stronghold gel, you need to check out the Eco Slate Orange Marmalade. This is actually kind of a unicorn product because I have never used a gel that is this hard of hold while also being this moisturizing that is protein free. It is absolutely incredible. It does contain some flaxseed in there, and flaxseed gel can be a protein mimicker, but it is not technically a protein. It does not reconstruct the hair from the inside out. I really like this product. It also contains marshmallow root extract, which I find products that contain marshmallow root extract are so moisturizing. Like when I use them on my hair feels so soft and so hydrated. One of those is the Kinky Curly Curling Custard and the Kinky Curly Not Today Leave-In. Those two are really good moisturizing products as well that I didn't grab and set on my pedestal. But anyway, I've given you 3 different options for very moisturizing gels. Eco Slate Orange Marmalade having lots and lots of hold. This having slightly less hold but containing some glycerin. And the Jessie Curl Spiralicious being a fantabulous one and done styling product but contains just a teeny weeny little bit of alcohol in it. And the last thing I'm going to mention is mousse. And I'm mentioning this last because I add mousse last to my hair if I'm going to use it. The Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Mousse, very moisturizing, adds a little bit of hold to the hair, adds volume. Nice product. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave any questions you have down below and I will do my best to answer them. But keep your eyes peeled for part 2 of this video and talk all about how protein plays a part in the protein moisture balance. Alright guys, I hope y'all are having an absolutely fantastic day and I will talk to y'all later. Bye!